used to believe money was evil, that rich people were greedy, that I didn't deserve wealth because I came from a working-class family. And you know what? That belief cost me exactly $247,000 over 5 years. Not because I made bad investments, not because I got scammed, but because I simply didn't try. And here's the brutal truth most people won't tell you. Your bank account isn't lying to you. Your subconscious mind is. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 3 psychological lies that are silently draining your potential wealth, and more importantly, the exact habit-based system to reprogram your mind for financial success. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand why 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and it has nothing to do with their paycheck size. Stay until the end because I'm revealing the 30-day challenge that helped me break free from these mental chains and increase my income by 340%. Let's dive in. Before we get into the 3 lies, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a great business idea but talked yourself out of it? Ever avoided checking your bank account because you're afraid of what you'll see? Ever felt guilty about wanting more money? If you answered yes to any of these, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. You're just operating with outdated mental software. See, here's what most financial gurus won't tell you. Personal finance isn't about spreadsheets and budgets. Those are tools. The real game? It's played between your ears. It's in the stories you tell yourself at 2 a.m. It's in the automatic no that comes up before you even calculate if something's possible. According to research from Stanford University, 85% of our financial decisions are made subconsciously. Think about that. You're not really in control. Your 6-year-old self, who overheard mom crying about bills, is making your investment decisions. Today, we are going to change that. We are going to expose the 3 biggest lies your subconscious has been telling you and replace them with truth-based habits that actually build wealth. Lie number 1. Money is evil. Or as I used to say it, money corrupts people, or rich people are greedy. Let me take you back. I grew up in a household where my dad worked 60-hour weeks at a factory. My mom clipped coupons every Sunday. And every time we drove past the nice neighborhoods, my mom would say, "Must be nice to have more money than morals." I absorbed that. Money equals immorality. Wealth equals corruption. So what happened when I got my first real opportunity to make serious money? I sabotaged it. I undercharged clients. I gave away my expertise for free. I felt physically sick accepting payments over $500. And this isn't just my story. A study from the Financial Psychology Center found that 67% of people raised in working-class households harbor negative beliefs about wealth, even when they consciously want to be wealthy. This is called cognitive dissonance, and it's killing your potential. Here's the truth bomb. Money is morally neutral. It's a tool. A hammer can build a house or break a window. The hammer isn't good or evil. The person wielding it determines the impact. Some of the most generous, kind, impactful people I know are wealthy. They fund scholarships. They employ people. They donate to causes. And yes, some wealthy people are terrible. Just like some broke people are terrible. Money amplifies who you already are. But here's where it gets interesting. When you believe money is evil, you unconsciously repel it. You don't apply for promotions. You don't start that side business. You don't invest. Because deep down, you don't want to become one of them. Let me give you a real example. My client Sarah was a talented graphic designer charging $25 an hour. Her competitors charged $150 an hour for the same work. When I asked why she undercharged, she said, "I don't want to rip people off." But here's what she wasn't seeing. By undercharging, she couldn't afford good equipment. She couldn't invest in training. She rushed projects to take on more clients. Her work suffered. Her clients got worse results. Her generosity was actually hurting everyone. When she finally raised her rates, she could afford better tools, spend more time on each project, and deliver exceptional results. Her clients got more value, not less. And she stopped living paycheck to paycheck. Here's your first wealth habit, the gratitude exchange. Every time you spend money, mentally thank the person or business you're paying. And every time you receive money, mentally thank the person paying you. This simple practice rewires your brain to see money as an exchange of value, not a moral transaction. Week 1. Do this with every transaction. Coffee. Thank the barista and the coffee shop. Client payment. Thank the client and acknowledge the value you provided. Week 2. Add this affirmation every morning. Money is a tool for good in my hands. The more I have, the more good I can do. Week 3. Find 3 examples of wealthy people doing good in the world. Research them. Read their stories. Let your brain see evidence that wealth and goodness can coexist. Week 4. Audit your money language. Every time you catch yourself saying money is evil or rich people are greedy, immediately counter it with, money amplifies character, and I have good character. This isn't just positive thinking. This is cognitive behavioral therapy applied to wealth. You're literally creating new neural pathways. Lie number 2, I don't deserve it. This one's insidious because it doesn't even sound like a lie. It sounds like humility. It sounds like being realistic. It sounds like, who am I to want a 6-figure income when I don't even have a college degree? Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus was a warehouse supervisor making $42,000 a year. He was brilliant at logistics, could optimize any supply chain, and had ideas that saved his company hundreds of thousands of dollars. His boss offered him a promotion to operations manager with a $78,000 salary. Marcus turned it down. When I asked him why, he said, I don't have an MBA. I'm not qualified. I'd just be pretending to be something I'm not. His boss literally told him he was the best person for the job, and Marcus said no because he didn't feel worthy. This is the I don't deserve it lie in action. And according to behavioral economists, this belief pattern affects 71% of first-generation wealth builders. Here's what's really happening. Your brain is trying to protect you. If you've never seen someone like you with money, your brain categorizes wealth as not for us. It's a tribal survival mechanism. Don't stand out. Don't reach beyond your station. Stay safe with the group. But here's the truth. Deserving has nothing to do with wealth. You don't deserve oxygen, but you breathe it. You don't deserve gravity, but it holds you to the earth. Money is a resource, and resources flow to those who create value and position themselves to receive. Let me prove it to you. Right now, there's someone less qualified than you making more money. There's someone less educated, less experienced, less talented, and they're doing just fine because they don't have this mental block. The question isn't do I deserve wealth? The question is what value can I create, and how do I position myself to be compensated fairly for it? Here's another layer. When you reject money because you don't feel worthy, you're not just hurting yourself. You're hurting everyone who would benefit from your success. Think about it. If Marcus had taken that promotion, he would have implemented his logistics ideas company-wide. The company would have saved money. They could have hired more people. They could have paid better wages. His team would have had a better boss. His family would have had better opportunities. But Marcus said no because of a feeling. And everyone lost. Here's your second wealth habit, the evidence journal. Get a notebook or open a note on your phone. Every single day, write down 3 pieces of evidence that you create value. Did you solve a problem at work? Evidence. Did a client thank you? Evidence. Did you help someone? Evidence. Did you complete a project? Evidence. The key is specificity. Don't write I did good work today. Write I solved the database error that was costing the company $500 a day in lost productivity. Week 1. Just collect evidence. 3 pieces per day. No exceptions. Week 2. At the end of each day, calculate the value you created. If you solved that database problem, you saved the company $3,500 that week. Write it down. Week 3. Review your evidence weekly. Read through everything you've documented. Let your brain see the pattern of value creation. Week 4. When an opportunity comes up, a raise, a promotion, a new client, read your evidence journal before you respond. Make your decision based on evidence, not feelings. Here's what happened with Marcus. 3 months after turning down that promotion, his boss offered it again. This time, Marcus had been keeping his evidence journal. He had documented 47 specific improvements he'd made, calculating over $200,000 in cost savings. When he read that journal, he couldn't deny his value. He took the promotion. 2 years later, he's making $110,000 and just bought his first house. That's the power of evidence over feelings. Lie number 3. It's too late to start. I'm 35 and haven't saved for retirement. I'm screwed. I'm 42 with no investments. I missed the boat. I'm 28 and still living paycheck to paycheck while my friends are buying houses. I'll never catch up. Sound familiar? This lie is particularly cruel because it uses time as a weapon against you. And it's everywhere. Social media shows you 22-year-old millionaires. Articles tell you that if you didn't start investing at 18, you've lost millions in compound interest. Your family asks why you're not further along. And your brain says, why bother? It's too late anyway. Here's what makes this lie so believable. There is a cost to starting late. That's mathematically true. If you'd invested $10,000 at age 20, it would be worth more at 60 than if you invested it at 40. Compound interest is real. But here's what they don't tell you. Starting late is infinitely better than never starting. Let me introduce you to 3 people. Jennifer started investing $500 a month at age 25. By 65, with average market returns, she had $1.4 million. But here is the real truth that changed everything for me. Your wealth building journey doesn't start when you make your first dollar. It starts when you make your first decision. The moment you decide I'm done being broke, something shifts. You start noticing opportunities. You start learning. You start taking action. And action compounds just like money does. I started my wealth building journey at 33 with negative $18,000 in net worth. Not zero. Negative. Credit card debt, student loans, and a car I couldn't afford. If I'd believed it's too late, I'd still be broke. Let me hit you with some facts that break this lie. Colonel Sanders founded KFC at 62. Vera Wang entered the fashion industry at 40. Sam Walton opened his first Walmart at 44. Samuel L. Jackson didn't get his first major role until 43. These people didn't have time machines. They just had the present moment and a decision. Plus, here's something nobody talks about. Starting later actually gives you advantages. You have more life experience. You make better decisions. You know what you actually want. You're not chasing shiny objects like 20-year-olds do. I know 25-year-olds who've blown through 3 businesses because they didn't have the wisdom to persevere. I know 45-year-olds who built sustainable wealth on their first try because they understood patience and strategy. Age isn't your enemy. Inaction is. Here's your 3rd wealth habit, the momentum map. This is about creating unstoppable forward motion, regardless of where you're starting. Week 1. Pick any financial action you'll take every single day for 7 days. Just one. It could be saving $5. It could be reading 1 page about investing. It could be tracking your spending. The key is daily action, no matter how small. Week 2. Increase the difficulty slightly. If you saved $5, make it $7. If you read 1 page, read 2. You're building the habit muscle. Week 3. Add a weekly action. Apply for 1 higher-paying job. Research 1 investment opportunity. Have 1 money conversation with someone successful. This is where momentum accelerates. Week 4. Review your progress. You've now taken 28 daily actions and 4 weekly actions. That's 32 steps forward from where you were a month ago. Can you feel the momentum? Here's the secret sauce. Track it visually. Get a calendar. Put an X on every day you take your action. Jerry Seinfeld used this method to write jokes every day. He said, "Don't break the chain." When you see that chain of excess growing, your brain gets addicted to the progress. You don't want to break it. That's momentum. And here's what happens. 1 month becomes 2. 2 becomes 6. 6 becomes a year. And 1 year of consistent daily action will transform your financial life more than 10 years of wishing you started earlier. I have a client, Patricia, who started this habit at 52. She felt like retirement was impossible. Today, at 57, she has $87,000 saved and is on track to have $300,000 by 65. She did time travel. She just stopped mourning the past and started building the future. All right, we've exposed the 3 lies. We've given you the habits. Now it's time for the challenge I promised you. For the next 30 days, you're going to implement all 3 habits simultaneously. This is how you create a complete mental wealth transformation. Here's your daily checklist. Morning, start with the line number 1 affirmation. Money is a tool for good in my hands. Throughout the day, practice the gratitude exchange with every money transaction. Thank when you spend. Thank when you receive. Afternoon, document 3 pieces of evidence in your evidence journal showing the value you created today. Evening, mark your momentum map X for the day. Whatever your daily action is, do it and track it. Weekly, find 1 example of wealthy people doing good, calculate your weekly value creation, and review your momentum chain and plan next week. Now here's the deal. This isn't easy. Some days you'll forget. Some days you'll feel silly. Some days your old beliefs will scream at you that this is stupid. That's the test. That's where most people quit. But here's what I know. If you do this for 30 days, really do it, not half-heartedly, you will not recognize your relationship with money. Your confidence will shift. Your opportunities will expand. Your actions will change. I'm not promising you'll be rich in 30 days, but I'm absolutely promising you'll think differently about wealth. And thinking differently is where every wealth journey begins. As a reminder, your 3 habits are the gratitude exchange, rewire money as value exchange; the evidence journal, prove your worth with facts; the momentum map, build unstoppable daily action. Print this out. Screenshot this. Write it down. Make it impossible to forget. And if you want accountability, drop a comment below saying I'm starting the 30-day challenge today. Commit publicly. It makes it real. Look, I'll be honest with you. I can't make you wealthy. No video can. But what I can do is show you the invisible barriers that have been holding you back. Those 3 lies, that money is evil, that you don't deserve it, that it's too late, they're not facts. They are stories. And stories can be rewritten. You've spent maybe 18 minutes with me today. But these 18 minutes could be the pivot point. The moment you stopped being a passenger in your financial life and became the driver. Because here's the ultimate truth. Your current financial situation is not your fault. Maybe you were raised with these beliefs. Maybe society taught them to you. Maybe painful experiences reinforced them. But what you do next, that's completely on you. You now know what's been holding you back. You now have 3 specific habits to break free. You have a 30-day challenge to transform your money mindset. The only question left is, will you do it? Don't let this be another video you watch, feel inspired by for 10 minutes, and then forget. Be the person who takes action. Start today. Start right now. Open your Notes app and write down your first piece of evidence. Set a reminder for your morning affirmation. Mark today as day 1 on your momentum app. And if this video helped you see yourself more clearly, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're rebuilding a community of people who refuse to let their minds sabotage their wealth. Your future self is watching what you do next. Make them proud. I'll see you in the next one.